and I don't hear my music to start this fucking show.
Right.
Yeah, where's the
What
music?
is wrong with the music? I spend so much time.
You are a disrespectful motherfucker who left me hanging on the phone for 15 fucking minutes. I never saw your message to me telling me you weren't going to be on. So I sat there, kept on trying to get on with you. And we were supposed to do this interview that was supposed to be attached to this podcast. And, oh, motherfucker, man. I'm sitting here in Long Island waiting to be spread out across the universe. And you are just fucking with me, man. You're fucking with me.
Pizza? Where the fuck are you from? Pizza's Italian. Aren't you Italian? You know what, Chris? I'm very, very disappointed in what you're saying, and I have something.
Didn't they start with the bread? Didn't they start with the bread and then they put the shit on top?
No. This song's for you, Chris. Enough. No. This is now your... It's 100% for you. You disrespect my peoples. Us Italians.
What?
You disrespect the Italians by trying to call our bread French.
You know? Fuck you, you piece of shit. Nick, no, listen, go two back there. I fucked you up. I fucked you up good, boy. You don't understand. I come from my hood. I
put you in the meat grinder and I hit the start up.
No, forget it. You ain't got
Chop you up into chopsticks of pieces and cook you.
Anyway, we're gonna get hate mail now.
I know we are. It is now the 19th of January, 2017. We are on episode 3. We did not get any hate mail. Nobody hated us. Nobody hated us. People like this. All in all, they don't give a shit. Either that or they're not listening. Well, you know, we were thinking maybe we were going to get some hate mail, but, you know. Sorry. I will say this. I was cracking up at the intro song, but I feel like it might have been a little too long. Because just now I was sitting there like, all right, Chris is going to talk Asian in a minute, and I'm like just sitting here. Like,
yeah, it was a little long.
It was a little long. Maybe we got to cut the next one down a little bit.
You know what? Don't fuck up like that again.
I'm not the one that fucking said the Italian fucking food was French.
No. I was talking about the bread.
The bread. Where did you come up with the French
heard
bread?
It somewhere.
There is such a thing called French. There is. Well, I thought about it after listening to the podcast, and I was thinking, well, there is such a thing as French bread pizza, I think, but it's like retarded. Like, I don't think it's like anything anybody would actually eat.
No,
it's like the pizza.
Yeah,
it's like
Stouffer's makes that.
Yeah.
Stouffer's makes like a French bread pizza.
Right. It's like a fucking. It's like a cylinder shaped. It's bullshit. I mean, they fucking. This French people fucking. The French people are trying to steal our pizza. Right?
They tried.
They're trying to fucking make their own bread and steal our recipes. You know? I'm a little pissed at the French right now.
bread pizza is Elio's. Those things are horrible.
Oh. And you know what's funny? Elio's isn't even as bad as some of the other ones that are like Elio's.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you think of the bullshit pizza that you put in the fucking freezer, Elio's is like the best of the bullshit. Like, I got these I went to fucking ShopRite and got like these dollar pizzas like that, and it's not Elio's, it's like some other bullshit, and it's worse. You know, it tastes like a fucking potato chip with like fake sauce and like no cheese.
At least he's got the thick bread and shit, you know what I mean?
I would rather have French bread pizza than that shit. And I'm pissed that the French tried to steal our food, you know? I think the Greeks should be pissed at everybody else for trying to steal their arithmetic, since they came up with arithmetic pretty much, and they like figured it all out. And then like everyone else was like, oh, okay, we're going to steal that shit. And you know, the Greeks kind of never really got the credit. So like if I was part of the Greeks, you know, I'd be a little pissed at everybody. I'm not Greek or nothing, but I'm saying if I was, you know.
If you're not.
No, I'm not.
No, we're not Greek here.
Well, the next best. You're a Greek?
No.
Buzz, what are you?
No,
I'm gonna guess
no.
you are. I'm gonna guess, Buzz, you're probably German and maybe Irish.
Both.
Yay! What else? Anything?
Hey, Donovan.
English. And Swedish.
Like the Swedish fish.
Yes.
Well.
Swedish fish. So technically, you could fucking make Swedish fish if I went to a Swedish fish plant and was like, "Yo, Buzz."
I'd be more happy like pouring some stout at a fucking English pub. You know, I think that'd be my happy place.
All right. I can respect that. You know, I'm not gonna play the Asian song right now. But honestly, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
I think I definitely have inherited the drinking part of my heritage.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, you're making money for the alcohol companies. You know, what do you drink? What's your alcohol of choice?
Poison. What's your poison?
Yeah, what's your poison?
Oh, it's different every day. It's different every day.
So you're just making the whole
Absolutely.
industry of alcohol a lot of money when you really think about it. Like,
well, you know, it's the micro brews. It's sometimes you go with the buds, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you go get the sparkling water. You know, whatever it is, as long as it's alcohol.
You drink. I mean, do you like wine? Are you a wine guy?
I'll drink wine. Yeah.
Because this girl that I had over the crib, and we'll get into all that. I know you're waiting to rip into me again, but this girl I had over the spot, she wanted, like, she looked at my refrigerator and she was like, "Well, you got fucking white wine," and I was like, "Yo, that ain't my wine. You know, it's in the fridge, but it's not mine, right?" And what did she do? She started guzzling on the fucking wine, right? I let her guzzle. I let her guzzle my wine bottle. You know what I mean?
You know, if you explain to your roommate there, he'll understand.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy about it. He's like, oh,
he
well,
is cool about it. He is cool about it.
No,
No, the truth is, he actually even told me. Listen, he actually told me, he's like, look, you know, she wants to get fucked up. There's some alcohol in the fridge. I didn't tell her that, but because I don't want her to drink. You know what I mean? It is still his. I don't want her drinking all his shit. So I was like, look, I was like, you know, you could have like one cup, and then she tried to sneak back and get a second one. She tried to get sneaky on me at like 4 a.m. while I was sitting in my dining room eating my fucking Alfredo Parmesan, right? I was eating some fucking Alfredo, right? It was like 4 a.m. She's out there. She's eating chicken noodles.
That's like the only thing you were eating.
I was, yeah, you know. Listen, my tongue's fucking hurting right now. I'm not gonna lie. My shit is fucking like, it's pain. Like, yo, I went in that box.
Slayed your tongue.
My tongue was like the fucking Leaning Tower of Pisa up in that motherfucker. All right. But you know what's just gonna, you know what's gonna be eventually? This is what it's gonna be eventually.
She said if we got married, buy a house and some land, pick out our circles of trust.
Got circles of trust.
Matching wedding band.
We ain't having that.
Life would be so sweet.
I don't think it would be.
I'd treat you oh so nice.
I treat it good though.
Rolling in the hay.
Rolling in the hay.
Almost every night.
Almost. But yo, last night was fucking wild. I'm not even gonna lie.
Honey, I need you to mow the grass, take out the trash, put the dishes in the dishwasher, and for heaven's sake, put the toilet seat down.
She only bitches when she breathes.
Do you know it'll be her?
Rolling in the hay, that's her allergy.
Okay, we just wanted to get to that one part. That was all I cared about. I'm not playing the whole fucking song. But yeah, so I feel like maybe in the future you know what I mean, it might turn out to. Listen, I told her to fucking. She's probably hearing what I'm saying right now too. It's probably gonna fuck everything up because I told her about the show. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, look, Buzz is gonna rip me into an asshole about last because we were supposed. I'm gonna get ready. You like get ready, Buzz, because I'm gonna just let you do it now, like pretty soon. But so yeah, so instead of, I guess we can segue right into it. Instead of me interviewing Buzz, like I said last week, I was supposed to do. I was like, yo, Buzz.
Slay the dragon.
I'm like, Buzz. You know, your boy is in need, and you know.
Remember this. You went to slay the dragon instead of
I wanted to slay the dragon and it was either keep the dragon waiting while I just talk on the phone with Buzz for 40 minutes, or she'd probably get bored and be like, all right, why did you bring me here? So you could just talk to some guy I don't know, right? Which, by the way, Buzz, I did tell her about you. She thought like we knew each other.
Well, that's good. That's good. But I would have to agree that you made the right move last night.
I appreciate that. You're not gonna rip me into an answer.
I'm not gonna come down on you hard. I mean, it's been a while for you, so
it's been too long. It's been a dry spell from fucking Israel, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so if it's been a while, I can respect that.
Too long. It's been too long, and I will say this. Your boy made the right decision. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Because it all worked out for the good, for the greater good. It all worked out for the greater good. And, there'll be no funny Asian music playing for me right now. Ain't going to be nothing like that.
But didn't you, you were like, instead of just saying like, I got laid and it was all good and everything was fun, we had a good time. You were like, no, it was like 7 times. Like you had to say that it was like 7 times.
It was 7. It was 7 times in a span of, I think we met up. What time did we meet up? Maybe 8 o'clock that night, right?
Yeah, the message
what time did I talk to you,
around 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, because I talked to you.
Was a booty call.
No, because it's the second time I saw her. It's the second time I saw her first off. But it doesn't. The point is, like, I talked to Buzz and I was like, look, she's on the way, right? And she showed up like 10 minutes after I told you she was on the way, right? So from that
the message just stopped and I'm like, she's there.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I'm like, she's there.
Yep, she was there. So, and then we hung out from that time, and she took me to work this afternoon, and then that was it.
Wow.
So from that time until that time, 7 times. But I mean, that's like literally like 19 hours. You know what I mean? Like if you really do the math. So your boy is beasted it out. I don't know if I didn't have that dry spell, if I would have won 7 times in 19 hours. To be honest.
I'm lucky if I could finish 1 time, man. It's like fucking being 50 years old fucking sucks.
I believe it. I believe it. See, we're both younger than you, Buzz. So we're not there yet.
You guys are the youngsters, man. I'm just like them old motherfucker here.
Yeah, but we want wisdom on the show is good. You know what I mean? Like you are like people that listen probably wouldn't have thought you were 50 until you just said you were 50. You know what I mean?
That's true. Like, that's true. I just gave it away.
You gave it away. Yep. So
man.
Buzz is...
So honestly, how is the hell?
How's what?
How is the hill?
The hill? The hill. Because
ghosts get close to that hill.
Going over the hill.
He ain't over the hill yet. He's at the hill. He's at the top of the hill.
He's getting there.
Well,
you're not over the hill till you
producing music and doing shit like today. I spent my day recording a diss track to somebody who fucked me over. So I'm still fucking active.
Well, I mean that's at 50 years old and you're recording diss tracks. I can appreciate that. I'm not going to play the Asian song to that either. To be honest, I can respect that. Because I don't know if people know this or not, but the first time I ever talked to Buzz, it was definitely over a year ago because I saw Facebook memories and you were in them.
It was more than a year ago, I think.
It was more than a year ago. And the first time I ever talked to you, I was thinking about quitting. Thinking about getting out of the industry.
I stopped you from quitting.
Because I thought I was getting too old. And, at Buzz being like 20 years older than me, fucking, he's like, oh, I still do it, and I got you by that much amount of time. And I was like, holy shit, I definitely picked his brain about it, too, like, what made you stay in the game, this, that, and the other thing. And, he definitely stopped me from retirement. He stopped me from retirement. And I'm happy to say...
I feel like I definitely, pushed you in the right direction, and I feel good about that. I feel good that I kept you in the game.
You did, and I'm proud to say that this week I have celebrated 19 years since the very first time I picked up a pen, and I know this, again, through Facebook memories, because, like, I have this thing where I like to just fucking, like, I learn dates and I always remember them. And it turns out that I wrote the song, Why You Wanna Love Me. Chris knows it. I know Chris knows it. That was 19 fucking years ago. The original time that song was written. 19
That's fucking awesome, man. That's fucking
Today's
awesome.
the 19th of January.
Wasn't that Lost in the Flood?
It was Lost in the Flood. But I do have one version. The original version, okay, the original version...
The original version is gone.
First off, the song wasn't recorded till like 6 years after it was written, first off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I wrote that way, like, I was very young. You know what I mean? That was when the whole Nicole shit happened. That was, like, the very first girl I ever, like, you know, got my willy wonked for. You know what I mean? And fucking, so, you know, when you're fucking, like, 12, and you're like, oh, my girl just left me, I'm getting ready to song, say I'm gonna fuck her. You know? So I did. And, yeah, so then I recorded it, like, years later. And George... who I wish, like, we still talk to, because he would have been great on the show. But George fucking, sung the original hook. Remember? Chris?
Yeah, it was.
What the fuck was going on?
Back with the freaking,
Yeah, I don't know what song you're talking about. Come on, Chris.
No, because you never heard it. You never heard it, and it's never been released.
I never heard this song.
Back when it was back with the karaoke machine with the double...
Yeah, we had a karaoke machine. Yeah, we had a karaoke
machine with the microphone jack and the fucking double tapes. So you play the music in one and
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, with the double tape, and we also had the microphone stands in bricks. We called the first mixtape.
No, Nick, they weren't.
What?
They weren't microphone stands. They were fucking.
Come on.
They were like mop handles.
They were mop handles. Yeah, they're like broomsticks.
But that's not the point. Were you rapping or are you singing?
Yeah, well, it's funny. The very first version of Why You Wanna Love Me was actually supposed to be a rock song. This was before I even knew, like, this was like before, like, fucking, like, I even thought of hip-hop, like, at all. Like, George is actually George freestyling. Like, we would just smoke once and freestyle. Like, George would freestyle. We'd be like, fucking like, oh, he can actually, he can do that.
And then,
right, and then I thought I could do it.
And then we bring you in.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah,
and then I just was like, well, I want to do that too. And then we freestyled for like 5 years. And then we were like, but we never write. All we do is freestyle. And then it turned out to like, oh yeah, remember that Why You Wanna Love Me song? Like maybe. Because then
we started linking up. We also started linking up with Leith and. You know what I mean?
No, that was before Leith. That was before Leith and Jay. George did. The recording on Bricks was before we met Leith and Jay. It was. I'm telling you, I know times. Is anyone gonna say anything?
Well, you know,
times, man.
The earliest days are the most sacred.
I don't have a copy. I have it. No, listen. The only version of it I have is a version. What?
If I had the technology I have now back then, I would have been a copy of that whole hardware.
We did have like videotapes of us. You know what I mean? Like VHS tapes of us.
Yeah, but they got fucked too.
You know, I think one thing that really sucks about when you're first starting out and recording music and doing shit is that you don't record it properly and you lose it through time and then it's lost forever.
Yeah, we lost like 7 years of music in a flood.
Yep.
Like we lost the whole computer and all the music. Like this is before flash drives were really like prevalent. I don't know if that's the right word, but before flash drives were a thing. Like we all had the music, but all the music was on Jay's computer. Like that was it.
Right.
Like and the only other music we had was the music, and the only other music we had was either on the tape deck, and that was a time where like nobody was listening to tapes anymore, or it was on the VHS, the videos, and nobody was like people were moving on the DVD. You know, it was like nobody was watching videos anymore. So, like we didn't have a fucking
DVDs.
I still have one of the videotapes. I have one of the videotapes. I do.
Hey.
Yeah, I have it. I still have it. It's only one of them.
I'm gonna make a digital copy of that.
Yeah, it was at Matt Palermo's apartment, and
oh my
it sucks.
God.
Yeah, it sucks because the one girl I was dating Nina at the time, so I was maybe like 18, right? And fucking I remember like I had this one song called "Silly Slut Bitches," and it was like the two girls, Kathy and I think Alicia was her name, the two girls that used to hang out there, and Matt was banging Kathy, which by the way she's dead now, so rest in peace, Kathy. But like I remember, yeah, she's dead. She's dead, and I remember I was like silly slut bitches, and I just like did this freestyle about how they were silly slut bitches, and they were like, I love that, and I'm like, you dumb sluts. Yeah, they loved it. It was like on video, and I was like basically like battle rapping these bitches. I don't know why I came at them, but they were like, ooh, this is so fucking funny. I was just like, oh.
They loved it.
They loved it. You know? They wanted to do it.
That's great.
That's
great. I mean, it's like when you're building and just like making this shit like when you're young and you know just building from nothing and you come up with the craziest shit.
Yeah, you do. Especially when you're young because you're hungry. You know what I mean? You want to fucking...
Right, you're hungry and you're like, I'm just going to do this.
Right, and you're forming your
just
style.
All the stories you used to come up with, man, dude. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous shit. We're not going to get into it, but, I mean...
No, not on today's show. We wouldn't have enough time. We're already fucking... No, we didn't even talk about nothing on the list yet. We're already 7 minutes before the end of the fucking live part of the show. Got 22 minutes left. Yeah, we're halfway done. We didn't talk about nothing. Listen, I want to talk about now, Buzz. I don't know if you know anything about Viagra, and this is not a shot at you in any way, but I do know this. I don't know what age men start using.
I'll tell you something about that stuff in a second. Go ahead.
Well, I was already told about it because I go into work the other day, right? And this guy comes up to me. He's younger. He's like 23. He comes up to me. He's like, "Yo." I'm like, "What, you all right, bro? Why are you talking like?" He's like, "Yo." And he kept saying "yo" over and again. I'm like, "Bro, you all right, man?" He's like, "Listen." He's like, "I just fucked for like 5 hours." I was like, "Oh, yeah? Word?"
Yeah?
He's like,
really?
"Yeah." He's like, 5. He just looked at me. He's like, big smile on his face. He's like, 5 hours, bruh. And I'm like, "Yo, you're a fucking animal. That's what's up." He's like, "Bro, check this out." He pulls out a fucking Viagra. And I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, oh, I was like, what's that? Some sort of Viagra? Like joking wise. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. I was like, that's. He's like, yo, listen. He's like, listen. I took one of these motherfuckers. 5 hours. And he's got his hand in the air and he's like, 5. Like he's all happy. And I'm like, bro, you're like fucking 23. Fuck are you taking that for?
5 hours easy.
Oh my God!
He's like, bro. He's like, listen.
You shouldn't have those issues. You should be able to last 5 hours.
He's like, yo, he's like
5 hours now.
No, but you gotta understand. He's like, yo, my dick. He's like, my dick wouldn't go down for 5 hours. I just had to keep fucking her. He's like, yo, he's like, I know we don't need this right now in our lives, but when you take one, it's only $10. And I'm like, what? He's like, yo, I can get them for you. $10 a pill. That's all it takes. And you'll go for 5. He's like a salesman. He's like, 5 hours. And I'm like, bro. He's like, $10, 5 hours. Think about it, bro. And I was like, what?
Wow.
I'm like, I got to clock in, man.
I would have hoped the guy he was trolling your ass. Like,
no, he wasn't. No. Bro, he
serious?
was so excited. No. This was no trolling.
Wow.
He talked about it the whole fucking shift. And he didn't care who listened. He didn't care what girls heard it or nothing. He's like, he kept pointing, like having his hand in the air, and he's like, 5. And he kept like having it like up in the air, like he's raising his hand. Like showing all 5 fingers?
I think he's done lost his fucking mind.
Yo, I think he was still hard at the job because like I never seen. First off, like he's kind of an overexcited type dude about
realize,
life.
Listen, you ain't supposed to have a fucking erectile fucking. You know what I mean? Your shit ain't supposed to be hard for more than 4 hours of that shit.
Yo, he's like
fucking exploding your heart.
Yeah, it's like if they tell you if it's more than 4 hours, go to the hospital.
Oh, he was up to 5 hours and he didn't give a fuck, bro. He was so happy. He was like, I was like, bro, you trying to sell them to me or something? He's like, yo, I don't sell them, but I can get them. $10. It's all it takes. $10.
You can get it the fucking jump off, man, in CVS.
I don't know. I guess he's selling them for $10. He knows someone to sell them.
I need some Viagra.
Oh my God, yo, your boy was. Your boy was so happy. He was so happy. He kept fucking having his hand.
You know what I was saying? You know what I say to him? Like, look, I got some weed for that. And he was like, oh, this to fix my Johnson, right? And I'm like, nah, that'll make you forget your Johnson don't work.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, man, I never saw this guy this excited. I really think he was still hard. Like the 5 hours probably turned into 7 or 8 hours. He was just like, he's like, yo, girls were walking by. He didn't give a fuck. He's like, yo, he's like for $10. Huh?
All the blood went to his brain, man.
Yeah, the blood was going. Yup. I mean, Bro, I don't know, man. He was really excited. I figured it was something. I think it was just something like he worked faster. I'll say that. He was fucking working fast as shit. I thought he was like on cocaine or something, but he wasn't. He was on. I don't know, man. He's still alive.
I'll be honest. Because of my age, I've had some issues. So they gave me Cialis, which is pretty much the same as Viagra.
Yeah, I see that the commercial. I see the commercial on.
Yes, Cialis. I was given some of that, and it wasn't effective at all.
No?
No,
maybe
not at all. It didn't do anything at all. I mean, it lasted the same as usual.
So maybe it's over time, like building up or something. Like you got to take it for a little bit.
I think maybe if you're younger, it maybe is going to inhibit you to be more active and keep the erectile going on for longer.
I'm with him on that one.
All right, listen. I got to ask. Around what age did you realize, all right, it's time to get, maybe think about Cialis or whatever it was you were thinking about? Like, what age did you get to before you realized?
Just a little while ago, just a couple of years ago.
So, 47, 48?
Yeah, no, more like 49 or 48, 49.
All right, for 48, 49. Because I was honestly thinking today. I was like, oh, well, I didn't think I was going to be able to do this 7 times. And I was thinking, all right, well, I'm still good. Because, you start thinking about that shit. Yo, it's coming. But if you're saying, 48, 49, that's a while. That's a while from now.
Man,
listen,
we got to
we got to call her.
Back in the day, I could do it 7 times in 5 hours, back in the day, yeah. But, shit changes.
That's a beast. Listen, we actually can take callers. We can take callers more than 3 people. I thought it was only about 3 people. That's why I never gave the fucking phone number.
Where are the callers?
Well, we got a caller calling him right now. All right. It's a 310 number. I don't know what 310 is, but let's bring her on or him on. I don't know if it's him or her, but 310. Please state your name, who you are, and whatever you want to talk about. Who's this?
This is both him and her.
Who?
I was just listening in. I just tuned in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you just tuned in. Okay.
That's what's up.
So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I just tuned in.
Oh well, we were just on the subject of Viagra. If you want to know the truth, we were talking about how a young guy at my work, about 23 years old, took a Viagra, and he got all crazy at work, and he was like, kept telling everybody he'd get them for $10 a piece, and he lasted for 5 hours straight, nonstop, and he was going all crazy, and he was working like extra hard, and I'm like, bro, you all right? And he was just like, he was a real young guy, and he was taking Viagra, and we were just explaining the story, and
the
and
fact
he
that
called
he's
in.
good for you. If your Johnson's still working, you shouldn't be messing with it.
Well, yeah, bro, he kept saying he kept saying over and over again, 5 hours, 5 hours, like he kept repeating himself, and he just kept saying like fucking, you know what I mean? Like he kept saying $10, 5 hours, $10, 5 hours, like over and over again.
That guy was bugging, man. That guy was bugging.
He was bugging big time. So, yeah, that's what we were talking about. But what about you? What do you want to talk about since you're on with us?
It sounds like he might have been laced with something.
You think so?
It was more than Viagra. Viagra weed.
Maybe he was maybe he was mixing it. We don't know that. Maybe he was mixing. You never know. I mean,
came in cannabis flavor.
Cannabis flavored Viagra. I bet you that would sell like hotcakes.
Oh my God, I would love that. Holy shit!
You sell.
Holy shit! I'd be spending all my money on that shit.
Viagra, cannabis Viagra. I think it's a market for that, guys. We could come up with a way to come up with this formula. Maybe we'll all be millionaires.
Guys to work, man. I'm sure he knows.
Would it be legal though? That's the question. I mean, marijuana is legal in like 9 states. But I think that would have to pass.
I want to be one of the first ones to say that edibles do not work, and I've tried so many.
Well, I have another guy at my work who takes edibles all the time, and he always looks retarded. Excuse my French, but he does.
I can't get off on edibles, man. It doesn't work.
Anybody have anything to say to that?
I did try oils for the first time the other day, and it was beautiful.
So it worked for you?
That's because you have to
oils, not edibles.
Well, I never did it before, so I don't know.
Oils, they taste so lovely.
Maybe you had the wrong type of edibles, Buzz.
I've had fucking brownies, I've had cookies, I've had gummy worms, I've had Swedish fish, I've had all
There's
kinds
them
of
Swedish
shit.
fish
None
again.
of it has ever worked.
Listen, Swedish Fish seems to keep making like this show for some odd reason. Like every episode, Swedish Fish seems to come up. I don't know how that is or why that is. I will say this though, we got all.
Yeah, I had a whole
Fruit Loops?
my car, remember?
Hold on, everyone's talking at once. We need one at a time. We need some fucking standards in this show. One at a time.
Yeah, please, standards.
Standards.
Real high standards.
Now no one's going to say nothing?
Fruit Loops?
Say again?
What about the edible Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops?
Edible Fruit Loops?
I didn't even know they had that. They probably got edible anything. They probably got edible asshole if you really want it. I mean, fucking, they probably...
Hey, if they can bleach your asshole, I'm sure they got an edible one.
They probably do. Listen, so yeah, he worked a lot harder though. The guy did, the young man on Viagra. He definitely worked harder
the whole time.
He might have had a bone. I mean, I didn't ask him all that, but he did.
Not, but
now listen, caller, I forgot your name again. What was it?
It's still Chris.
Chris. Oh, we got two people named Chris on the show. That's awesome. All right, where are you from? I'm curious.
From L.A.
You're from L.A. All right. So maybe you won't know this or not, but I heard something yesterday that people in the South. Now this is a saying supposedly in the South. I wanted to bring this up on the show before the show ended. We got about 10 minutes before the show ends, so I wanted to make sure we had time about this, and I want to hear what you guys think about this.
I lived in the South, so go ahead.
Okay, well maybe you know about this then. In the South, so I don't know what states in the South, if it's the whole South, if it's like one state, whatever, but I'm told that in the South, when someone says the words, bless your heart, or bless his heart, or bless her heart, whatever, bless whatever's heart, that basically means go kill yourself, or jump in a river, or something like that. So, like, you could be an asshole, and then I could turn to you and I say, bless your heart. Basically, that means jump off a fucking river. You know what I mean? Now, when I heard this, I started fucking bugging out laughing. I thought it was hilarious. I'm at work today, and I'm telling everybody, bless your heart. Bless your heart. And I'm laughing to myself, like, you know what I mean? Dude, they don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
God.
Right, so, like, you try to say something to me, and I'm like, you know what, Buzz? Bless your heart, right? And I kept saying it to the girl last night because I found out about it, and she was at the house, and I kept saying, bless your heart. And I'm crying because I told her about it, right? And I'm fucking laughing and shit, and it's just like, yeah, so I started telling everybody, bless, and of course I let it up what it meant. But have you ever heard that, like, in the South? Like, has anyone ever said that?
When I was living in, I lived in North Carolina. I never heard that before.
All right, so maybe North Carolina isn't the right type of South.
I mean, I
know
heard a lot of weird dialect, but I never heard anything about bless your heart before.
Give me something weird and like something that they would say.
Like,
wait, what was that one saying they kept on doing? Give me a second. Like, do what? Do what? Do what?
What's that mean? Do
you
what?
know, it's like, what are you talking about? Do what?
They just say, what the fuck does that mean?
That's what you'd be like all the time, like, do what? Like, you tell them, be like, okay, you need to, like, get on the phone and listen to the, person on the phone and do your job and go through the computer and do your thing. Do what?
So basically, they just want you to repeat what they got to do. So they're like, what do you...
I guess.
Does everybody say it, or was it just like one guy was just repeating it?
It was the real Southerners, the ones that have lived there for a long time were like, do what?
So it's like, yo, why don't you get in your boat, right? Get in the water, make sure you slide down the river with no fucking, no motor, no, what do you call it? They'll be like, do what? I'll be like, get on the boat, right? Get on the boat, go down the river, right? Don't bring no paddles or nothing with you, and just, you know what I mean? Just close your eyes and just keep on riding down. And wherever you go, do what? Like, maybe they'll fucking, like, listen to me. Or if I say, bless your heart, do what?
But, like, you know what, I'm gonna like, I guess I'm gonna cause some controversy right now. But, in the South, the black community is a lot different than what they are up here.
Interesting. Explain.
Yes, they definitely have a different mindset about what they are.
Well, white people do too. I mean, that's not.
Well,
that's not
yeah, but there's something about the South where it's like, that's where the slaves were. So, they definitely have an attitude about it, and they still do. They're still like, like fuck you. They're still like fuck you. You put it. You made us slaves.
Right. So well, they can cling on to that. I'm sure. I mean, that's how it went down for a lot of years. So. Isn't it funny how 150 years later, it's still, it's not something that died out. You know what I mean? Like something like that always, because there's always going to be racism. That's the thing. There's always going to be racism one way or another. And I think that's why.
I lived in a city that had KKK rallies, so
that's
what's
crazy.
going on.
Listen, you guys think Donald Trump is a racist for real? Like I hear a lot. All right, you do.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think that? I'm curious.
Because of what he wants to do, and like.
Well, with the bridge or whatever, with the wall.
Well, I mean, the wall's never going to be made. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh, he wants to keep fucking people that's not in this country out of this country unless they do it the legal way or whatever.
Well,
I don't really know
it's like
all the details.
It's a theoretical fucking wall.
Here's why
it's not actually built. It's fucking like, all right, we're not going to let these people in. So
well,
you know,
that's the thing. They're not going to let illegal people in, but I think there's ways that you can come in if you pass the necessary whatever it is, tests or whatever.
Of course.
Or you know, they do a background check on you, that type of thing. You know what I mean? I don't think.
Yeah, but you know, he's trying to stop people from ISIS and coming in and shit like that. But that's still going to happen. People from ISIS are still going to get in.
Well, is that racist that he's trying to stop people that are in ISIS from coming in? I would think that that's... Here's the reason why I ask. When Donald Trump had the You're Fired show, you know, that reality show where he was firing everybody?
Right.
Everybody was cracking up, laughing at him and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when he was at WrestleMania, he
you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger is running that show now?
Say that again?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is now running that show.
Well, I believe that. Yeah, I mean, I can believe that.
He's the host of that show now.
Well, that's the thing. Do you think that... Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger, we get into Arnold Schwarzenegger. That guy, man, that's a guy I don't trust. I'm sorry. There's something weird about him with all his shit going on. But what I want to know is, people did not think of him as a racist at that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't think he's racist. I don't. I think his reasoning for what he's doing is, in his mind, the right reason, like the right shit to do. I don't know if it is the right shit to do, per se, but I just don't. When you say the word racist, that's what I don't understand. Like he has a lot of African Americans like in his cabinet and shit. You know what I mean, and all that stuff. I
do think he has the American pride in his best interest.
Well, then is that wrong? Like, that's what I wanted to get at. You know what I mean? I never trusted Hillary. He's going to be president tomorrow. That's why I wanted to bring him up. I mean, he's going to be tomorrow on the 20th.
How come I hear that? You know, I read and I hear that Hillary won the election by the population vote.
Right.
But the electoral vote that comes from the colleges or whatever, the electoral colleges, that she lost.
Well, it's so that every single state has an equal, what's the word? Like, you can't say that the people in Rhode Island aren't as important as the people in California, because California is a much bigger state. So, for instance, California have more.
We would have Hillary right now.
Hillary would have won. Right. Hillary would have been there. But because of the whole electoral thing with the states, the state size and then people, the population in the state, you know, a state that has 40 times more people than another state is going to have more electoral votes, you know, because there's more people. But those people, those 3 electoral votes in Rhode Island or whatever it is, mean something, because that's still the electoral votes. So they're trying to make it more of an even playing field, I guess is the right way to put it. But I don't know. Listen, guys, this show's been great. I can't believe it's already ending. I just wanted to throw that thing about Trump at the end, because he's going to be sworn in tomorrow. Yo, caller from L.A., I really appreciate you calling in. We're a new show. We're on the 3rd episode. And, you know, we don't even really have a whole lot of listeners yet. It's not even like that. So for you to just randomly find us from L.A. and call in, bro, that's awesome, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. So anytime you want to call back in, talk about anything you want to talk about, just shoot the shit with us. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody else that joined our show this week, listened in. You hear the funny Asian song in the background. I needed a song to close out with. So thank you guys all. My name is Nicky Scars. We got Buzz Bomb and we got Chris. We're going to probably change the show to 2 Darbarians and a Long Islander, since, you know, Buzz calls in every week. I mean, I feel like maybe we should give him something. I feel like he calls in every week for the whole show. So
that would be nice.
Yeah, it has a good ring to it. 2 Darbarians and a Long Islander, you know? I actually had a guy from Darby hit me up in the Philly group chat, and he was like, yo, I'm actually from Darby. All right? So we kind of shot the shit. But, yo, we're about to be out. It's 11:44. That's it. So, guys, thanks for calling in. Until next week, my name is Nicky Scars. You'll have a great night.